Welcome back to Unspoken Sessions. Today, someone walks in carrying one of the most confusing feelings a person can have. Not sadness, not anxiety, just nothing. An emptiness that sits quietly beneath a life that looks completely fine from the outside. If you have ever felt like a stranger inside your own life, this session is for you. If these conversations help you understand yourself a little better, subscribe and leave a like. It helps more people find this room. Maya, you mentioned on the phone that everything in your life is going well, but something feels off. Do you want to start there?
That is exactly the problem. Everything is fine. Really fine. Good job. Nice apartment. People who genuinely care about me. I have everything I was supposed to want. And I just feel nothing. Like I am watching my own life through glass.
Watching through glass. That is a very specific way to describe it. How long has that feeling been there?
Honestly, I think always. But I got very good at ignoring it, staying busy, chasing the next goal, the next promotion, the next achievement. But lately, the busyness stopped working. And the emptiness is just sitting there, waiting for me every morning.
What did you feel the last time you hit a big goal? Something you had worked toward for a long time?
Relief. For maybe a day, then nothing again. Like the finish line just moved further away the moment I crossed it.
That finish line always moving. That is something I want to come back to. But first, can I ask, growing up, were you encouraged to achieve? To perform well? To be the child that made everyone proud?
That was basically my entire identity growing up. Good grades, perfect behavior, never complain, never be a burden. My parents were not bad people, they were loving in their own way. But they praised results, not me, the results.
So you learned very early that your value came from what you produced, not from who you were when you were not producing anything.
I never heard it said that clearly before, but yes, exactly that.
And now you have produced everything you were supposed to. The grades, the career, the life. And you are sitting here waiting to feel the sense of self that was never actually built underneath all of that achievement. Maya, the emptiness you feel is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is a signal. It is your inner self telling you that you have been living for external validation for so long that you have completely lost touch with what you actually feel, what you actually want, who you actually are beneath the performance.
That is terrifying to hear. Because honestly, I do not know who that is. I have no idea who I am when I am not achieving something.
Most people in your position do not. And I want you to hear this. That is not a personal failure. That is the inevitable result of spending your entire life performing for an audience instead of living for yourself.
But I chose this life. Nobody forced me.
Did you choose it? Or did you choose what felt safe? What felt like it would keep you loved and approved of? There is a significant difference between choosing a life and building one that protects you from feeling unworthy.
I think I built a life that looked good from the outside so I would never have to face what was on the inside.
That is one of the most honest things a person can say in this room. And honesty is always where real healing begins.
So, what do? I cannot just burn everything down and start over.
No. And you do not need to. You start very small. You start asking yourself questions that have absolutely nothing to do with achievement or productivity. Not what do I want to accomplish, but what do I actually enjoy? What makes time disappear for me? What would I do if no one was watching and no one was going to be impressed by it?
I genuinely do not know the answers to those questions.
I know. And that uncertainty, that not knowing, is not something to be afraid of. It is actually the most important door you have ever stood in front of. Because on the other side of that door is not another achievement. It is just you, the real you, the one that existed before the grades and the job title and the performance.
What if I open that door and there is nothing there?
There is always something there. It has just been waiting very patiently for you to stop being busy long enough to listen to it.
I think I am terrified of being still. Like, if I stop moving, something will catch up to me.
Something will. Your feelings will. And that is not the danger you think it is. Feelings that are finally felt, even the difficult ones, are feelings that can finally heal. The emptiness you have been running from is not a void. It is just a part of you that has never been given permission to exist.
Permission to exist. I have never thought about my own feelings needing permission.
Most of us were never given that permission as children, so we never learned to give it to ourselves. But you can start today, right now, by simply sitting with the emptiness instead of running from it, by asking it what it needs instead of silencing it with another goal.
That is going to be really hard.
It will be. And it will also be the most worthwhile thing you have ever done. Not because it will make you more successful, but because it will finally make you feel real inside your own life.
I want that. I really want that.
Then you have already begun. You are not empty. You are just someone who has been performing for so long that you forgot what it feels like to simply exist. Have you ever achieved something you worked incredibly hard for and still felt empty after? What do you think was really missing? Tell us in the comments. This is a safe space.